Okay, folks. Sorry there. I needed a couple of minutes to get myself installed. And so away we go. Yeah, custom event. Yeah, I guess that's a good track. A track that I enjoy doing. It's not Spa-Francorchamps, which is my favorite track of all time, but like the Belgian Grand Prix of Tadoy. Okie dokies.
That wasn't your best start, but keep focused. We'll make it up later. smooth. Nice job, that's the fastest first sector.
Hey, Blast, how are you? Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. I need to put the activate the voice after this race. Darn it. I have to stop reading chat.
Congrats, bud. You made it into the top 3. Great driving.
Okay, there we go. Darn it. How are you, girl? How's my favorite birthday girl?
Splastburnks Gaming says. Woo. Splastburnks Gaming says. Second Plocky.
Yes, second Plocky. My text to voice is really awesome. Well, I did all my Genshin dailies at noon.
Splastburnks Gaming says. Place. Why did it say Plocky?
I don't know. Sometimes it does not pronounce things as they should. You know, if you stretch a word, you'd think that it would go like place. But no, sometimes it goes Plaaaceeeeee. And sometimes it says Plocky, so. It's like when you say woohoo, it will go like woo-oo.
Splastburnks Gaming says. Yet or like but no, it's AAAAAH.
I've been very nervous today. As you know, I like to take daily walks with my...
LMAO.
As you know, I like to take daily walks with my cat. Well, obviously, I have a young cat that likes to run. And I have an older cat that kind of, sort of takes his time to follow us. So I turn around and my older cat's not there anymore.
Splastburnks Gaming says. Yeah.
And I start calling him, and, you know, in the fields out behind, the grass is pretty tall, like three feet tall, so...
Splastburnks Gaming says. Oh.
And I called him, and he wasn't listening, and I couldn't see where he was. But, you know, every so often, both cats kind of do their thing, you know. But usually within 10
Splasburns
15
Gaming says,
minutes,
"Oh no."
you know, within 10 15 minutes, usually my baby comes and chased me. Except for this one time where, well, twice he chased off another cat onto the fourth neighbor and got into a fight there. Except I can hear him and I could know where he is. But my older cat today, I mean, you know, he is a rescued cat, so he was used to being alone outside, you know, up until I've gotten him. And he always goes out, but he's on a leash or he's free when he goes with me. But every once in a while they get, you know, free. You know, the harness detaches itself or whatever. But usually he's always back within an half an hour. Well, I went out at 3 and he came back an half an hour ago. He was gone for 5 hours. And initially, I spent an half an hour calling him. Then an hour later, I go out 15 minutes, start calling him. Come back in. An hour after that, I go back outside, call him for 10, 15
Splasburns
minutes.
Gaming says, "OMG."
Yeah, the bugger came back 5 hours later. I am not happy. But I thought that was it, you know. He's old. He's blind in one eye because of his cataracts. So you figured at some point he just wants to find a spot to fall asleep in.
Splasburns Gaming says, "I'm glad he's even okay."
Yeah, me too, because I really love him. I don't think he's ready to go yet.
Splasburns Gaming says, "Poor baby."
I mean, if you look at my videos, he's having fun, and even today, you know, I had a good movie of him. Slowly he comes and follows daddy, because like I said, he's always late. And when he runs, he just walks faster. Like he'll do a hop and a skip, but that's about it. He won't go like full speed. He doesn't do that anymore. So he like walks faster, a hop and a skip, walks fast, walks slower, and catches up to daddy. So that would have been my last video of him had he disappeared. Because 5 minutes later, I could not find him. He decided not to follow daddy and to go I don't know where. But yeah, 5 hours. I was nervous today for 5 hours. So that was pretty much my day. How is your day?
Splasburns Gaming says, "I would be worried sick mine has been slow but good." Splasburns Gaming says, "Guess what I'm eating?"
Birthday cake. That's the one thing I had like 2 cake mixes 2 weeks ago. But when I did my groceries, I forgot to buy some, so no cake for me. Well, guess what I did like 10 minutes before starting
Splasburns Gaming
streaming?
says, "ERRH. Wrong."
Wrong. Okay.
Splasburns Gaming says, "Salted caramel ice cream."
Salted. Okay, that's weird. Salted nuts, caramel ice cream? Salted caramel sounds kind of weird, unless you have some salted peanuts in it. But otherwise I would have said a baked potato if you didn't tell me so.
Blastburnks Gaming says, you never had salty caramel? It's
No,
great.
it's caramel's always been sweet. It's the first time I actually hear of salted
Blastburnks Gaming
caramel.
says, but yet I've also had that too.
But yeah, I was gonna say a baked potato if it wasn't cake. Just because you had that yesterday and you come in today and say, guess what I'm eating? Another baked potato. Dang, I'm really not a good Formula One pilot. So yesterday when you went and played Roblox, did you play with Terumi a little bit? Because he was also playing Roblox. Or Roblox, whatever you want to call it.
Blastburnks Gaming says, also had chicken and peas with the baked potato, it was great. Blastburnks Gaming says, nope, I was on doors in another few games with my role-playing friend.
Oh, okay. My role-playing friend, I don't know what that means. Is that when he role-plays pretending to be your husband? Is that what you mean by role-play? I don't know how you guys play Roblox. I look at the graphics and I'm like, this is for 5-year-olds. I can't stand the graphics.
Blastburnks Gaming says, OMG no, he's like 17, we goof around as OCS and shit link. Blastburnks Gaming says, ew. Blastburnks Gaming says, bro, most big games look like not Roblox. Blastburnks Gaming says, like FNAF games look like they aren't made on Roblox nowadays there. Blastburnks Gaming says, like FNAF 2 remake.
I'm not catching some of the words they're
Gaming
saying,
says,
but if you say
it's too
so.
hard but amazing.
Keep in mind that I can't read the chat, so I don't know what you're talking about, FAF2. I don't know what FAF2 is. But I mean, you know, both Minecraft and Roblox seem to be, you know, games for 5-year-olds.
Blastburnks Gaming says, FNAF is Five Nights at Freddy's abbreviated.
FAF is what abbreviated?
Blastburnks Gaming says, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's, okay. I do remember looking that game up maybe 2 or 3 months ago when you guys were talking about it. I don't even remember what it looks like.
Splastburnks Gaming says. Yeah.
I was just looking at, like I look at Terumi's playthroughs and he plays like Project Sakai, where you have to play musical keynotes at lightning speed. So guess what? I couldn't even do the...
It has many games, tons and tons of fan games, even a movie.
Yeah, it still looks like crap. Oh, if you're talking about Freddy, I don't know Freddy. I don't remember. I do remember looking it up, I just don't remember what it looked like. Okay, well, I'm really not good in Formula 1 cars. So I am not going to try this again.
Splastburnks Gaming says. How were you 11th place?
Well, maybe because I would need 50 to 70 laps to get used to these cars. They're really fast and edgy. And 11th place, there's only like 11 cars on the grid, so basically I'm last.
Splastburnks Gaming says. That looked painful on screen.
It was. It really was. That's why we're gonna change car categories.
Splastburnks Gaming says. Bruh, that metaphorically hurt.
No, not the GTs. I'm not good in GTs. I'm good on road. Now, if I can only find a car that I like on road. Okay, let's go with this one. So yeah, I'm looking at his games and Project Sakai. I can't play it. I couldn't even do the event, musical event in Inazuma with Ito. I mean, even my singing was worse than Paimon's. Yeah, I look at Roblox and I look at Minecraft and my brain just wants to vomit. I don't know how you guys do it. And I was really...
Splastburnks Gaming says. Yefnuf has flashing lights, loud noises and jump scares, but the lore is so dark.
Now, if I was really drunk, I'd play it for like 10 minutes just to make fun of how ugly the game is.
Splastburnks Gaming says. And complicated.
Complicated.
Keep your eye on the lights. Easy with the right foot and let's nail this.
Oh, my cat's back at the door. Fortunately, in a race, I can't put it on autopilot and go and let the cat in.
Splastburnks Gaming says. Good luck.
Thank you. So yeah, I was also saying about my cats, I tied 2 bells to my cats. So hopefully I can hear him. I mean, if he lays down in the grass, then I won't be able to hear him.
Great work, that's 3rd place.
Actually, that's what I think he did. I think he just laid down, maybe had a nap for an hour or two, probably got
Splashburnks
up.
Gaming says, I heard most cats hate bell collars.
Yes, they do. They really do. But I kind of want to really know where he is. Well, you know, both of my cats are hunters. They catch birds and mice. So having a bell on them makes it really hard for them to catch anything. Oh boy, oh, this is not going well. Oh, this is really not going well. This car does not handle well. I gotta stop a mile before the curve. So what are you planning to do tonight? Any plans? You have yourself a date to go and see a movie? Maybe go and see Deadpool and Wolverine. It's really funny. I went last night to the theater and I really liked it. I was planning doing a marathon stream for your birthday, but then you left and played some other game, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the movies.
Splashburnks Gaming says, too broke for that and too late.
Well, normally, back in my day, the guy would buy. If you bring a girl on a date, it was expected that you would pay for everything. Then in my mid-20s, whoever invites somebody on a date pays for the date. And apparently, people would ask you out on a date, but then expect you to pay your half. That really got confusing. Like, why invite me on a date if you're gonna cheap out and expect me to pay my half? It's not like we're living together and we both have to pay the mortgage. I am really not liking this car. I can't catch up to them. This car does not handle good and is slow. Hey, there she is. Now I'm gonna have to boost Discord volume. Well, because you're actually a lot lower than the chat to voice, text to chat thing. Text to voice thing on my end. I can hear you, but it's very dim. I do it because sometimes, you know, we've had people come in here and just talk profanity. So since I'm streaming, I don't want any profanity, but I do want to. I do enjoy talking to people. So how's your cat doing? And it's not too late to go to the movies. Well, I don't know, but it's Saturday. If somebody calls you up, you know, and asks you to go out on a date, and you guys live in the States, so there's probably like an 11 o'clock at night showing, then a 1 a.m. showing. Because the 1 a.m. showing, you get out of there, you can still go to the bars. Yeah, so you still have an hour before. Or maybe Americans are not into dates anymore. I don't know. That could be too.
WCK Desaya says, Yo.
Hey Chew, how are you?
Decent race. Good job.
Okay, let's get some volume in here so I can hear you. And then I'll get up and take 2 seconds to let my big older cat in. The one that disappeared today on me, but he's back and I'm happy about it. Alright, last. Well, your volume is already boosted, so I'm gonna just boost it more. I guess I brought down the
WCK
volume
says,
for...
Just lost 50/50ths on Changli.
How did you lose your 50/50? Chew just lost his 50/50 on Chang Li.
I always lose my 50/50s. I've only been one 50/50 on I've been playing against 2 years. Like 2 or 3.
WCK Desaya says, GKT Ling Yang.
Oh, it's clean. Shinobu's birthday today. 2 birthdays. Aw, she sent me some pictures of their house. It's so sweet.
WCK Desaya says, Now he C1 bruh.
I low-key feel that.
Okay, cats are in and they got food. So you got Ling Yang. Oh, that's the Frost Gamin thing. So he's C1 now. Oh. Apparently a lot of people find him fun to play, but he is complicated. That's why I don't use him. I also got him. I did not want him and got him. Well, I finished in last place. This game is pretty much hit and miss. You either have a good start or a bad start. You can maybe gain a position or two, but if you're in the last place on the first lap, then you're pretty much
WCK
doomed.
Desaya says, Verena C1 Ling Yang C1 Chalcaro C1 just kill me.
Well, Verena C1 is okay. Calchero C1 is okay. Not so sure about Ling Yang, though. But yeah, that's also kind of weird because you kind of want other characters. So I don't know if you wanted to go like sideways or vertical on the characters. Like if those are your only 3 5-star characters, that's not good luck. Most people have 6, 7, and 8 5-star characters by now. I need to get myself a better car because that was crap. I really don't know what to drive. Kind of feel like taking the Viper. Let's try that.
WCKD Sayu says, I'm missing only Changli and that green kung fu woman.
Is she green? I didn't know she was an alien.
I just completed the survey. Now give me my Mora.
Oh, I
Give me
told them.
more.
I definitely told them that they could make Kokomi darker. I would not mind if they made her black.
WCKD Sayu says, I meant
I
Arrow.
think she would look better bluish or very pale blue like the chaps. Because people used to say that she was the reincarnation of a dragon of some sort from Economia.
Yeah, but with all the controversy lately about, not having any black characters in the games and that all Chinese game manufacturers are racist.
Whitewashing, yeah. No, I think it's just whitewashing it for consistency.
So I was like, yeah, it's okay. You can put the Kokomi black. I don't mind. And then they ask you about, who was the other
Personally,
one?
I think Sino and Adventuring could be darker. Because they whitewashed both of them. Adventuring's supposed to be a dark-ish tan kind of brown.
Maltenary,
Like a
Dia, Candice, they all could have been a lot darker.
But yet
But
he's completely
in this
whitewashed.
survey, they were asking about Kokomi and they were asking about who else? I forget.
WCKD Sayu says, wish we get dark skin made character with big boobas.
Who were the other two characters they were asking about? Arlecchino, and I said they could make her black too.
Or at least make her arms partially black.
No, I was in the survey. It was like you can make her black, and I don't know if the other one was Farina, and I was like, yes, you can make her black too. I don't care. It would be nice for a change. I know they're not gonna do it, but I'm still getting my 30,000 Mora, right? Well, if you want big boobas, you might as well just play Wuthering Waves, because all the characters get nerfed in Genshin. Like a lot of people were saying Shinha had some big ones, and if you bought the outfit for her, she had a reduction.
Yeah, they usually do that with skins like Jean with Zarya, especially with Zarya got nerfed as well because their chests were too big or inappropriate.
But even Wu nerfed it, because initially you had a lot more jiggle, and you don't have as much jiggle anymore. You still have jiggle, but it's not as pronounced as when the game first came out. They nerfed it in the first patch and nobody realized it.
Yeah, if it's like just a little smaller, then I don't really care. But if it's obviously noticeable, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, wait, what?
Well, now they're turning all these 200,000-year-old characters into 5-year-olds, so I don't care for them anymore.
I mean, Nouvelle could be hundreds, if not thousands of years old, so.
He still looks like a 5-year-old.
How? He is a grown-ass man. That'd be like
You'd
saying
think
he's a
so,
robot.
but, at his age, guess what? The ball sack would be dragged down by gravity. They would be at his ankles if he was really 5,000 years old.
That smells like a bunch of bullshit.
No. Ask any man what happens with gravity and age. And they'll all tell you that it drops.
WCKD Sayu says, ha 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 ha.
But Nouvelette's got no crutch, so he's like a 5-year-old, You can't even find his wee wee. You can't even find his wee wee.
even have one.
No, because he's a water
WCKD Saya
dragon.
says. True, so true.
I have a good ability intro, but I don't know what things get, so I'm just gonna keep it. I'm never gonna use it until I know for certain what I want from it.
What are you talking about?
It's a box that gives you any specific billet you want. I forgot what
Oh,
I got
yeah.
for the birthday thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I keep those because I've already got billets of everything and I haven't made the weapons yet, so I'm just keeping those.
I haven't gotten a billet in over a year.
Oh, I keep getting billets.
Cap.
If you go and do
Send me a
like
screenshot.
Nouvelette's
Send me a
boss,
screenshot, and I'll believe you.
Nouvelette's boss gives out quite a couple billets. It's like the third or fourth. Getting Nouvelette to 90, level 90.
What? Do you even know what I'm talking about? Those are wishes, not
No, those are billets. And I'm not talking about the Dream Solvent either. They're giving me billets. Nouvelette's Ascension boss gives you billets, just like the Wolf of the North.
Big bosses give you billets.
Yes, but not often. And even last time
I 1% chance to get those.
and last week, Scaramouche gave me one. The big robot Scaramouche thingy gave me one.
You must be fucking lucky, I swear.
No, cause sometimes I go like,
That you can craft. I don't know math, because I don't have bloody billets for them.
I have all kinds of billets, but I don't make weapons. The only weapon I made was the pole arm that you told me to do.
Weapons are craftable.
Some.
Like the sapwood blade for one obvious example.
Yes, I made that for, what's his name? Bennett.
And if you have someone like, let's say, D-Luke, if you don't have a red one or wolf's gravestone, you could just craft this one up on Keg, and that would look incredible.
Diluc got fired, and that's why he's no longer hanging around with Jean, and it's Kaya now. True, his voice actor got fired. Tenari's voice actor got fired. And apparently one of the new characters in Honkai Star Rail just got fired.
What did do?
He's an adult and he was messaging yes, that's all they do. Tenari was the same thing.
Every time I like someone, they end up doing something bad. Why? This happens to everyone I know when it comes to voice acting. Why?
Well, Kaya's still safe for now.
You have pole position. Take advantage of that and keep everyone behind.
But well, they already changed him, so you probably like the new guy as much as the old guy. Well, see, it wasn't hard to do.
Not your best start, but let's keep focused and make
Well,
some
he
places
changed from, he was the first one to get fired from the company. Like even in the last event, Tenari was there, but apparently it's not the same voice actor, and I don't even notice the difference. But I don't like Tenari, so I don't care. And the worst of it is that the guy in Honkai Star Rail admitted it.
WCKD Saya says.
He has
what happened about
on
Genshin getting
his
strike for using AI VAS?
Twitter account 2 years ago. He admitted to all of this, being a really crappy person for 10 years, and he just recently got hired. So Hoyoverse are not even checking people's backgrounds. Because the guy admitted to it 2 years ago on his Twitter account, and it's still there. I don't know. Well, that guy was raised by parents, right? And they didn't do quite a good job, apparently, teaching him right from wrong. I mean, you know, if you had drunken parents that beat up on you all your life and then you go out and kill 50 people, are you just going to blame that one person that killed everybody? Or are you going to blame the parents that raised them and beat up on them every time they got home from work? Well, see, people don't know the difference, but they hold the parents, you know, in girlfriends and whatnot. You know, if the guy has a girlfriend, maybe she didn't know that he had this past. And, you know, it's... When you're in public eye, unfortunately, you know, that's why sometimes we say don't use the F-bomb all too often. And, you know, sometimes it's so hot here that I am shirtless. And back in my day, it was okay to be shirtless and go into a store and whatnot. But I can't do that on YouTube. I can't show my nipples. I can't show my man boobs. Well, see, that changed because it wasn't when I was young, you know. When I was young, I was hoping that the women would go topless at some point, you know? Instead, we've regressed it. No, but remember there was this movement that, you know, equal rights for women. So, you know, when I was 12 years old, I was like, why don't women just go topless to the stores and stuff? Men do it all the time. Yeah, well, you know.
Says, ha ha ha.
Well, I was 12 years old and I was, yeah, well, I don't think nobody will sexualize me, but you never know, I guess. I got man boobs. I got gravity on my side at my age. And I'm not in shape anymore, and I can't keep in shape. I'm paralyzing, so it's not like I can go to the gym and train and stuff. You know, if I were to lift up weights and drop one side and, you know, knock my knee out. Yeah. And it's not like I can even go jogging or anything, and I used to do that all the time. And people may not think it, but riding a motorcycle, especially the ones like I used to drive, that was a lot of sports. I would lose like 3 pounds every weekend just riding my motorcycle. But then I started dropping my motorcycles because I'm paralyzing, so when half of my body goes and falls asleep and you get to the stop sign and you put your foot on the ground, it's not supporting any weight, so you just fall over.
Solid performance there. You kept the pressure on. Great stuff.
Yes.
What the fuck? I was told you get your S.
No, it's not only you, it's everybody. It's everybody. No, I haven't been lucky, and I've been losing my 50-50s. But then again, you know, I don't wish for crappy characters like Deluxe, so I don't end up with crappy characters. Well, my friend wanted Deluxe and got herself like 20 other characters instead. And by the time she did get Deluxe, she didn't even like him anymore. There was an event where you could try Deluxe out, and she tried him and was like, what? Why is he so crappy? And I'm like, well, that's why he's on the standard banner, because he's not that good. Was it a Friday? No, not the chair. Not your new chair.
WCKD Sayu says. Bruh, I never got die, look, I was flexing my C6 Kikai.
No, well, I have a what now? C1 Chi-Chi, because I also lost. I have a C1 Chi-Chi and a C1 Tenari. I don't have Kaching. I don't have a Mona yet. Yeah, I got 2 or 3 Dias. I got a Jean. And I got a Jean. And all I want is Cookie. But no, they gave me C1 Kaya for some reason.
We're up to P10. Let's not stop there.
Like, the game should consider the characters that you level up and the ones that you don't.
WCKD Sayu says. My Kikwing and Mona are on C3 but Jean is C1.
How do you have all these characters, Chew? How long have you been playing Genshin?
WCKD Sayu says. Since day 1 it released.
Yeah, that's why you got all these characters. My only C6 character is Yang Fei, and she's level 1. How many? You have official C6? Yes, I also have Barbara. Hey, I'd love to have a C6
This is your
official.
last lap. If you get a sniff of that position, go for it.
Is official Triple Crown? Well, you probably have Oz Crown then. I didn't even look at who's in the shop this month. Who's in the shop this month? Official and who? I don't know who that is, but... Oh, okay. Yeah, I call her Chinese takeout girl because I can't pronounce her name, yes. Okay.
WCKD Sayu says. Most LF my 4-star characters are at C6 BTW. I wasn't F2P in Genshin. I wailed that she's so much that I could have afforded 2 cars for my account.
Man, that's crazy.
Good job. You kept up the pace. Just keep on pushing in the next one.
Like, ever since I started playing 2 years ago. And it was for both Diluc's skin and wishing for Clee. That's it. And that was like 2-ish years ago, back in 2022.
Actually, a friend gave me some gems at my birthday, and I still haven't used them.
Well, good. You could probably buy an outfit or something that you really like one day.
For who?
I don't know.
For Kirara? No, they gave me a free suit.
Yeah, I did.
Kirara's new suit, they give it at the end of the event. The one that looks like Navia's suit.
How many hours is it, the event?
I played a little bit every day, so I don't know. I would say 4 to 5 hours.
Really? That's all?
From start to finish.
And they give us like 40 days. Well, 30 now, technically.
Well, I skipped all the blah blah because it's really like written for 5-year-olds.
So basically, skip the whole thing.
Basically, except for some parts of it that I listened to. That's
So
why I
it's
know
not
about
4 to 5
M
days
and
long.
R and B and
I have yet to do
the
test
Misfit
runs.
Girls and, you know, let's just
I'm
call
not
them
going to find
Space
out.
Witches. Clee's mommy and all that stuff and the dragon. But everything else, I mean, you know, for 4 hours you're steering the pot, then you have like 5 minutes of interesting storytelling. So, yeah, I'm not going to listen to the 4 hours of listening why the frog is sad and why the other frog is happy. And this little piggy went to the market and this little piggy went to the store.
Let's see, your stream is just over an hour and 3 minutes long.
Well, for me it says an hour and 5 minutes because I stream and then it restreams. So I
you're
stream
just over an
because
hour long.
sometimes when I stream, it doesn't stream. Like the counter starts going, but I'm not broadcasting for some reason. So I have to stop it, restart it again. So now I'm just going through restream because if it doesn't get to restream, then I don't send it to YouTube and Twitch and all those other places.
Like a troubleshooting.
No, I just have to stop and restart it and then it goes.
Yeah, basically you troubleshoot.
I don't know why the first time, like I have different settings. When I record my reviews, I go into another setting. every time I switch settings and I come back to my streaming settings, the first stream will not go. Like, it starts and the counter goes, but you look at the little green bars to see if you're actually broadcasting, and I'm not. Then I click stop, and then I click start again, and then it goes. But yet, even though I'm not broadcasting, it still sends the signal to YouTube saying that I will be broadcasting. So if I don't go through Restream, then YouTube puts out like 2 titles and 2 streams, and only one gets live, and the other one hangs in
What?
oblivion.
That's so weird.
Yes, so that's why now I'm going through Restream, and if Restream's not getting the stream, then I just restart it and everything's good to go. That
Out
way,
of context, if someone wasn't paying attention, this would sound very complicated.
probably, but you broadcast, you know, you go live, so. Okay, I need another car because this one's not working out for me either. Let's go into hypercars. Maybe I'll have some more luck with a
Oh,
supercar.
birthday art is so precious.
The what?
Clee's birthday art is so precious. Let me post it. Hang on.
Post it where? In Discord?
Yeah. Let me post it. I just got a notification at like 2:31 and I just found it.
Okay.
Why are you not pasting? Save.
But, you know, I did it like an hour to 2 hours a day. The story, so, you know, started and, you know, I hated the first part of it. The Enchanted Forest was
WCKD Saya says, you got McLaren?
I have like 2 of them, probably.
Oh, the bot just... What? Why did Eden the bot say it's the devs nowadays that are sus? They're nerfing me before I get buffed girls. What? That's so weird. What the hell?
I don't know, but somebody got into an argument like 3 weeks ago with the bot. It was so funny. They thought it was a real person. But I really like this AI. I wish I could have this in the chat. In the YouTube chat, when people say something that they automatically get a ChatGTP response, you know?
Why? Because it's goofy?
It would be cool. We could, you know, have a conversation with the bot and see all the stupid things it would say.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like breaking bots on apps just to see how long it takes for it to pronounce absolute gibberish.
Actually, the Eden bot used to be called YouTube bot, and I don't know why it changed, but ever since it became Eden, it is so much better.
Why was it really weird?
Well, I got the YouTube bot just because I wanted for it to announce when I was broadcasting on YouTube, and it didn't even want to do that anymore. Then it automatically switched to Eden from one day to the next, and Eden's been talking ever since. And I'm loving it. And it's funny when people don't realize that it's a bot.
So you said you got McLaren? I guess that's a...
Yeah, I got 2 McLarens. I think it's a P1 and a P4. I'm not sure.
Sorry that was confirmed to be fine, but it's still in chat.
But currently I'm trying the Hennessy, which seems to have way too much power and not enough handling.
Here, chat, you have a sprinkled current. say something about Kermit's face?
WCK Desaya says, I love engine sound of that car.
Yeah, the NSC is a beast.
Marty wants to do something, but I don't want to do anything that I gotta do.
See, it's too fast. It doesn't hold to the street, but dang, it's fast.
WCK Desaya says, if only track had less curves.
Whoa!
It's actually one of the circuits with the least curves. My favorite track is Spa-Francorchamps, which was today in the Belgian Grand Prix. Except this game doesn't have it, so too bad for me.
I am being recommended a game to me called Hedgehog for the PC version Hedgehog on Roblox, and I don't know why, but it's so cute. It's tempting.
Well, when people say that Roblox is cute and then you say something else is cute, then I can't believe you.
Okay, mate, last chance to take the win. Push hard. We need the victory.
This map 2 reimagine looks so scary. It looks like something from Unity. Oh, I don't like the camera.
Did you start the event? You should start the event in Genshin. The second part is not so bad, and the third part is okay-ish, I guess. I had the most fun in the second part with King Navia.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And she wears a mustache because they call her
WCK
King.
Desaya says, did you just mention Roblox?
Yes, I mentioned Roblox. I'm sorry.
I've played Roblox ever since 2018, if not 2017.
I don't like Roblox.
And I still play it. I've never watched
That's your fastest second sector so far. Great job. Keep it up.
Don't talk to them as much.
WCK Desaya
If you guys
says,
hear fire
"Bruh, that game
shots,
is
don't
garbage."
worry, it's not President Trump. It's just a holiday here.
Have you even played Roblox?
Nope, I have never played Roblox. I just watched Terumi play it on his streams, and it looks like crap.
Some games are bad, some games are really good. It's all what the hell is it?
Great driving. You nailed it. That was absolutely dominant from start to finish.
Well, it would be like, you know.
And some of them look like they're from Unity. From how good.
Well, I don't know if you've ever played, you know, the original Super Mario on the Nintendo, the first Nintendo.
I've seen it.
Okay, well, it's like me asking you guys, would you like the guys to play that? It's really fun. Even though I'm like in my 50s, I still play it because I like it. It's super fun. It's challenging. And you look at it and you're like, man, you know, go back to the 80s or whenever. I just can't.
This is
Minecraft and Roblox just makes my eyes and brain want to vomit.
I guess they're just not the kind of game for you.
No, they're not
Same
my
thing with
guy.
Minecraft, they're not your genre. Like, there's something about it, the looks, and that just throws you off. like certain genres of movies, for example, like people would absolutely hate. And there's nothing you can do about it.
I don't know. It looks made for a 5-year-old.
I mean, some games on there are definitely not for kids, but quite a few of them are, especially the old ones.
Okay, so I got the McLaren 720S. And I also should have a P4 somewheres.
WCK Desaya says, Minecraft was good game before they added swimming and warden and new caves. TBH liked that game.
Oh, whatever.
I've been playing around since before when you used to be able to duplicate the demo, and then you used to have to get endless time. Because it would usually let you play for an hour, which is like roughly 5 days.
Cheater. I wish I could do that in Genshin. Like, play one day and use up all my resin for the week and dailies for the week. Can you guys hear the shots fired? Probably not, eh? They're fireworks. My second neighbor is blowing them up, so... I was kind of mad 2 years ago because some of the fireworks actually landed on my roof.
WCK Desaya says, but Roblox is just big garbage. Like, I don't understand what people see in that game.
Well, see, I say the same
See, you
thing
can say that
for
about any-
Minecraft, and you like Minecraft, so...
Yeah.
For me, they're both pretty much the same. I don't like either. But you like one and you don't like the other, so... To each their own, but I mean, when you play games that look like Genshin and Wuwa and soon to be Azure Promelia, how can you go back to playing Roblox or Minecraft? I mean...
I've been playing it for years now.
Yeah, 6 years now you've been playing it, but... Look at the graphics in Genshin, and then how can you even...
There's
like,
mods for
want to
Minecraft.
open up Minecraft or Roblox? I just want to vomit. The graphics are so much better in one game than in the other.
That's because they're two different types of games. One's intentionally designed to look like that, and the other one's intentionally designed to look like this. Someone can say the same thing about Mario and say it's trash.
Yes, it is trash.
I'm trying to find a very specific hairstyle that's driving me nuts because I can't search by names in this game. Like, nothing about it. Now I can't see my face.
WCK Desaya says, Azure Promelia is gonna be hit game.
Oh yes, it's definitely a Genshin killer. Once people try that game out, they will never want to go back to Genshin. There's only one problem with the game. There are no male characters.
Oh.
Yeah. So either, you know,
WCKD Sayu says, I like that.
well, I like both. You know, other than having an NPC that's a guy, the playable characters are all female.
Oh great, I can't change my face. I don't know why. It's been
Why
months
would you
now.
want to change your face? You're so pretty.
I mean, in the game, I'm trying to
Oh.
change my facial expression. It's not working when I want to use, and I don't know why. I guess bug.
That's one thing that's getting on my nerves in Wuwa is Rover's smile. She doesn't have one. She's always looking like somebody that's looking at a wall. You know?
I
Like,
hate how my eyes are all the way up. Why can't they be lower? Just they were a little bit.
WCKD Sayu says, yes, stone faced.
well, she doesn't have a smile. It's, you know, she's not upset. She's not happy. She's just very neutral.
Keep the pressure on, and if you see the opportunity, take
And
the
I'd
position.
kind of like for her to be a happy person. You know, it's like, you know, the first time she wakes up and she lost all her memories and she doesn't know who she is. And she sees all these people around her talking to her and she's like, who are you guys? Kind of expression, and she never loses it. She never smiles, she never cries. She's got no emotions. I'd really like to see her smile more. I really like Rover. But they have cutscenes and in the stories and stuff, and she never smiles. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's getting me mad. It's like the daughter I never had.
Like the car.
Well, I don't know, but you know. Because I'm old now. She's too young for me.
WCKD Sayu says, ha 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 ha. WCKD Sayu says, man got me rolling on the floor for a sec.
Hopefully your floor is clean.
Podium finish, well deserved.
And now you're talking away from your mic. I couldn't hear that.
Yeah, I was talking to myself. I was turning up my in-game music.
Ah.
Shut.
What game are you playing now?
I'm playing a Yandere simulator-based game because I like to customize
WCKD Sayu says,
characters
I
and
hope
stuff.
it's clean too since my wife doesn't work at all. WCKD Sayu says, ha 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 ha.
How do I get out there? There we go.
I'm not a fan of the McLaren. I don't like the engine sound. I mean, the handling is okay-ish.
No, cooking club. Yes.
WCKD Saya says,
There we go.
I drove that car for a 24 hours and man I fell in love with it.
I need to make my character shorter. He's too tall. He's like a lean bean.
Why did you drove the car for 24 hours? I'm interested in knowing that story. How does somebody get to drive a McLaren?
God, that's just a pretty cape. I like it.
I like it a lot.
And this shall be my locker. And I can't put poop in here.
Why would you want to put poop in the game?
I don't mean actual poop. I mean it as in I can't put anything in here.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised someone here has a microphone in this game. Hello. I'm surprised you have a microphone in this game.
Oh, it's like the other day, you know, I was playing Fallout 76. And there's in-game voice chat and stuff. And I go to the market and I hear somebody cursing and cursing and cursing and cursing. And I forgot how to mute all that. It was really annoying because I'm streaming. Don't want too many curse words on the stream.
Remember, the first lap is our best chance to make up some places.
Ooh, it's pretty out here. The lighting's so nice. Man, I have 5.5k yen on this game. That's a lot of yen. I picked up a knife food.
I am really not liking this car.
I want to stab people with it, but okay. I guess that's the only purpose for that.
WCKD Saya
I
says,
do not want
got
that.
one friend that bought the
to
car
actually
and I
cook
asked
shit.
him to get the feel of it for a day and he gave it to me for a day. Such a
people
Chad of a
posted
guy.
Wow, I would never. I've always said that a car is like, you know, your spouse. You never lend it to anybody.
Yeah, because all they're going to do is steal it, crash it, or do something bad with it.
Well, his friend bought a
WCKD
McLaren
Saya says,
and
wish
he
I could
asked.
afford stuff like that, but hell nah, she too expensive.
Well, that's because you spent all your money in Genshin. Otherwise, you could have bought it.
WCKD Saya says,
Okay, I don't know if this is supposed to be dead. I do not know if they're meant to be dead.
Like
I'm
I worked.
downstairs, right in front of the nursery if he's still near. I don't know if it's supposed to be dead or what. Poke.
Ned, nursery? You're in front of the nursery and
Yep,
all the
that
babies
character
are
is having a
dead?
seizure. This character's model's having a seizure. Oh no, they're just rolling around. They're bugging out. This reminds me of a G-mod moment whenever a body or some sort of object just clips and bugs the heck out all over the place.
Oh, remind me after this race, are you still watching the stream blast?
Yeah, it's on my phone.
Okay, no, I'm gonna try another giveaway. So hopefully you get it. I have one more giveaway this month, so.
Okay. Why is everyone in a nursery area? There's like 200 people in here in the doorway.
Because people like babies.
There's no
I hate this electric car.
There's no babies in here. This is a
WCKD Saya says,
roleplay
well,
thing.
even if I could afford it, I wouldn't buy it since I got
There's no
wife and a
babies
kid.
here.
It's not like I don't like my current car. Passat 8 Caravan.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Like the best car I ever had, and I regret selling it just because everybody says you need to get a new car. I had a classic though. It was a 1982 Toyota Hilux pickup. I think I've put pictures of it before on stream. Man, I hate this car. Okay, I rage quit. This is the first race that I'm actually quitting. I hate electric cars.
Oh my goodness, why is my house on the other side of the map? I don't want to walk all the way back.
Well, just teleport to your teapot.
I don't mean in Genshin, I mean on Roblox. I don't want to go all the way to the other side of the map. I don't know where it's at. There's too many houses blocking my view. I can't see.
Good. That means you need to stop playing Roblox.
Jeeps, I'm not just gonna quit Roblox after like 6 loyal years of playing this game.
Are you still gonna play it in 50 years from now?
Hell no, not in 50 years from now, but I'm not quitting now. I like playing it. Makes me happy.
Yeah, but find another game that makes you happy.
WCKD Saya says,
I do,
bruh,
but
do you know
I
how
have
much
so
my wife
many,
chewed at me
I don't
cause I
know
drove
what to
McLaren
play
whole as
half the
day? I
time
literally
anymore.
went home next day.
Like
I was just
indecisive.
driving like crazy.
So I just stick with the default, aka Roblox, that or Minecraft.
You need to learn chess and play chess with me.
I kind of know how to play chess. I'm just terrible at it. NPC do a flip.
And then one day you're so good that you beat everybody. And then you do a live stream and you're like, whoever can beat me, I'm gonna marry you.
I did not go the right way. This is the ocean. This is not the school. Where am I going? This game needs a map.
WCKD Saya says, chess is such a chill game.
You know what I used to play all the time back in the day?
Back in the day.
Ooh, chips. Let me buy chips. I like chips. Give me my chips. Moon soda. Ooh. They don't have tea? Aw.
Oh. Speaking of which, I need to make myself a
Moon
cup of coffee.
soda! Oh.
I'll be right back.
This back of my inventory. Chipu. There's a bakery. Give me a purple macaron. That's not purple, that's pink. Why is this pink? Ew, the man made cafe models broken. Gross. That looks weird. Ooh, boba tea. I should not be spending all like
WCK Desaya says,
1.5k on food.
why is this pink LMAO?
This purple background is not even purple. It's pink with blue filling. This is not purple. I want a refund. It was only like 200 yen, but still.
Shadow Soto says, hi. JeePs Media Live says, hi, Shadow Soto.
Hi to chat. Jeeps is AFK at the moment, but you have me if you can hear me.
Shadow Soto, hello. I'm back. I was just making.
This purple background is a scam. It's not even purple, it's pink.
What's pink?
This stupid purple background I bought in the game. It's not even purple, it's pink. Get that out of my face.
Well, you know, back in my days, pink was for girls and blue was for boys.
That's what I was always told as a kid. But yeah, I wear either color. It's kind of
So I
stupid how
gave
people
my
assign
male
colors to
cat a
genders.
pink ribbon. So that the other cat thinks that it's
the
a
school is
female.
right there. It was literally right in front of my house, and I didn't happen to turn my camera at the right direction. I am blind.
And these cars start looking like spaceships now.
Someone's ball is just sliding all the way down. That looks fun. Now I want to slide down the top.
That's a great start, mate.
WCK Desaya says, colorblindness be a thing.
Well, so is whitewashing,
There I go.
apparently.
I know colorblindness is a thing too, but I'm not colorblind, but yet my mom is. Like she sees red as a weird pinkish color, and a grayish blues as just straight up gray, or even black.
Okay, I rage quit again.
Oh, hello, someone's in front of me.
I really hate electric
Yeah, why not?
cars.
Carry me.
I hate electric cars with a passion.
Yay, I don't gotta use my keyboard. Some random person's carrying me. I don't know where, but I'm being carried. Even though I'm much bigger than this person, I'm still being carried. And I am not
Well,
complaining
back
because
in
I
the
don't
days,
have to
that's
use
what
my
happened with the cavemen and the cave women, you know. You grab the woman by the hair and drag her home to the cave.
Why are they just crouching with me? They're just crouching with me in their arms. I guess they want me out.
WCK Desaya says,
I
ha
don't
ha
know
ha
how to
ha
get
ha.
out. Help! Help! Oh, they gotta put me down themselves. So I'm stuck like this? Help! I'm being kidnapped! I don't know why you got a warning on voice chat.
Why I got a warning on voice chat?
No, not you, Jeep. Someone in Roblox did. Even though they didn't swear.
WCK Desaya says, they need to add Golf MK2 in that game lol.
Zoe, can I please be put down? I want to be put down. Thank you. Freedom.
People are so
Oh.
weird. I would stay away from that game.
I mean, I can see why you wouldn't play. You're like 60, bro. You wouldn't play Roblox or Minecraft.
I'm not 60 yet. Give me another decade.
I thought you were.
I'm half a
Oh,
century old. I am not there yet. I can
I'm
still
probably
make
shaming
babies if
myself
I
in
wanted
Roblox when I'm
to.
talking to you. There we go. I'm confusing people because I'm using voice chat in Roblox right now, and people are confused on who I'm talking
Who are you
to.
talking to? Yeah.
So I mute you on here whenever. Oh, I don't mute. I deafen here so I can talk on here, and then I def.
Yeah, so
I mute
basically ever
on
since
here
I
when
was
talk to
14, I was too old to play Roblox.
WCKD
Roblox didn't
Sayu
exist
says,
back in the day.
I'm close to quarter of a century.
I'm close to quarter of a century. So you're basically roughly 23 to 25.
Yeah, roughly your age, yep.
Yeah, I'm like 23. It's 12:23 here in game, and I am still at this campus. I should not be here. I'm not even paying attention to the chat. I'm just doing my own thing, drinking boba.
WCKD Sayu says, yeah, I'm 23 too.
Yeah, he's 23 too. So you're 232 years old? 232.
Sure, let's go with that.
We'll see what happens when you don't read the chat. I'm not reading the chat, I'm just listening to what the voice thingy tells me.
My character's eating chips in game, and now I want some chips, but we don't have chips. And I just had like 2 potatoes.
You have cake and you have ice cream.
I don't have cake, I have apple pie though.
WCKD Sayu says, ha ha ha.
Like, I have an ice cream cone, but I can't reach to eat it, and nobody wants to eat it either, so.
My mom has this single ice cream thing. That's sugar roll. This one soda looks like a cube. It's the only drink that's shaped like a cube. Everything else is normal. Who made this? I mean, the design itself looks nice. I just wish it was like an cube. Let's see what that sound. This has a little apple. Oh my goodness, that person's double my height in this game. How are they that tall? How is this person so tall? Uh-oh, they're getting trapped. There you go. They're double my height. This
WCKD Sayu says, I wonder if I download Genshin again and search for a refund, will they give it to me? Ha ha ha.
Nope. No refunds in Genshin. The only way to do that would be to call your... Whoa. Okay. Well, that didn't work out too well, did it? JeePs meet Wall. Wall meet JeePs. Kiss and make up.
There's the checkered flag. Decent race. Good job.
Decent race. Decent race. I don't believe that. Hey, Shadow's still here. He laughing at me. I never said I was good, you know.
WCKD Sayu says, wish I could time travel back to day 1 Genshin released just to punk myself and say don't play that shit.
Well, if I had to go back to day 1, I would not have pulled for Utah.
I do not regret my choices. That's all I have to say.
And I would have probably take my time to do stuff.
Shadow Soto says, good job on hitting the wall.
Thank you. It happens. I didn't do it on purpose, you know. No, if I had to go back to day 1 Genshin, I would not pull for Utah, and I would take my time with the quests. And I would have probably used up my resin daily, because I think for the first 2 months, I never did any, I wasn't using my daily resin. So I wasn't getting the XP, and I wasn't doing the domains to get weapons and talents and all that stuff. So yeah, if I had to do things differently, that's where I would do things differently. And then also, I would only be using the artifacts for the exile and for instructor set. I wouldn't use any other, like the berserker and the traveling doctor and all that crap. But I would take my time so that even, you know, a year later, I would still have quests to do. Because now I'm just logging in to do my dailies. And the passion for the game is really not there. I'm not having fun. The only good story in all of Genshin so far for me was Jet. Jet, Falcon, Babel, or Babel, depending on how you want to pronounce it, were the only real nice quests that I really enjoyed. And even though I didn't like Venti, I kind of liked the Dragon Quest at first. Like, it made me feel like I was in a fantasy game. Now I feel like I'm in a children's soap opera show or bedtime story or whatever. You know, it's just really crappy at this point.
Bruh, everyone's in the flipping nurse area again. Too many people in the nurse's office. Oh, someone has a katana. Nope. Someone's swinging a katana. I'm good. I am out of here.
WCKD Sayu says, bruh, I'm watching my payment history for games and I feel like dead inside, like I spent 1k on Clash Royale, just kill me.
I don't know what Clash Royale is, but if it's like Candy Crush, man, I feel bad for you.
How do you have
I
that
feel
much
bad
money
for
to
your
spend
wife.
on shit?
Your wife deserves better.
WCKD Sayu says, even worse than Candy Crush.
I don't know. I'm you know, I met some, I was on dating sites a couple of years ago. And then I was like, how do you feel about gamers? Oh, I play Candy Crush. I'm a gamer. At least you get to ask questions instead of wasting time meeting the person. But then a lot of other people lie to you.
WCKD Sayu says, ha 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 ha.
I didn't even say the ha ha ha.
Shadow Soto says, if you play Candy Crush you are boring. WCKD Sayu says, what a gamer girl.
If you complete every single level of Candy Crush, or your mom does, she has no life. I swear to God, I heard from people who do that, and I'm like, how the F? I got a bat. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think I'm supposed to have a bat. I'm gonna keep it though. I wanna know what the time is, but I don't know where it's at.
You're leading by 1 second. Try to extend the gap. We need a bit more buffer. Final lap. Keep it steady and take the win. You deserve this.
Yeah, and then that's when I decide to meet a wall.
Nope. Nope. But the scrap metal. Anna.
Well, I'm really liking the handling of this car. This car has a really good balance to it.
Ooh, the flowers are pretty. Oh, it's all one big model. That's easy. I'm just gonna play.
WCK Desaya says. $900 in Honkai Star Rail and 9K in Genshin. Yup, I wanna die.
9K and
9K?
get.
You spent 9,000 in Kenshin?
And 1,000 in Honkai. That is crazy. Like, there's no even fight thingies in
That
Honkai.
lasts us months. In terms of money we could need, and yet you waste it on there.
Fantastic,
I'm
great
surprised
win.
ain't
You
suffered
nailed
from
it today.
inflation. How do
Brilliant
you have
driving.
that much spare money?
Hey, if you got that much money, would you mind giving me a super chat? Or becoming a member? For the price of a coffee. Yeah, I really like that car.
It's them again. Hello.
KTM makes great motorcycles. I didn't know they made cars.
Shadow Soto says. Good job, you did not hit the wall.
No, that car was great.
But yeah, I guess I'm gonna get off for now, Jeeps. It was
Oh,
nice being in the voice chat with you.
well, it's awesome when you're here. I have a lot of fun talking to you. But okay, hopefully we'll get to do it again soon. Have yourself a great Saturday evening.
Thank you. Good luck with your stream, Jeeps.
Thank you. Oh, Blast is gone. Oh, she put a Kermit the Frog picture in here. Okay.
WCK Desaya says. When Honkai released there was Seal banner and I wanted to max her, so I did it and saved rest for Kafka when she released.
See, I have no idea of all these characters. I've watched Blast because she plays Honkai Star. And you take turns doing the fights. It's like TCG, but with better graphics. I hate that. Yeah, if I'm gonna fight a boss, I want to fight a boss. I want to jump and pivot and sprint and use an ultimate and whack the bejesus out of it. When everything takes its turn, okay, well, now that's the enemy's turn, and then it's your turn, and then it's the enemy's turn. Then he uses a special move, so he gets to do another turn. I'm like, what is all this crap? Whoa. That did not select. Where's the car that I had selected? There it is. And MiHoYo are working on 4 other games. So get ready to spend more money for even less content. I mean, you know, once Natlan comes out and I've played it for a week, then I have to wait another year before the next update. I'm not going to log in every day to do my dailies for a year. That's why I'm so looking forward to Azure Promilia, because once that comes out, I think that will be the end of
WCK
Genshin.
Desaya says. I played it for a morning routine with a cup of coffee. It was fine, but still game had very big power spikes. That why I got Seal maxed. It was good game.
Well, okay, if you're playing it while having coffee, but you know, it's like having a race car game, but, you know, instead of racing against other cars, everybody does a lap and whoever has the fastest lap wins.
Great work.
I wouldn't
That
call
was
that a
great start.
racing
Keep it
game.
going.
I don't know. Honkai just doesn't do it for me.
WCKD Sayu says. Also I like characters too, just game was too repetitive.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people told me. Like, it takes you a month to get through the storyline, and then there's nothing else to do. It's just character collection, and that's it. Although some people had a hard time beating Adventurine, apparently. I was surprised that Adventurine was actually a guy, because it sounds like a girl's name. Sounds like my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling. Oh my darling Clementine. You were lost and gone forever. Oh my darling Clementine. I could probably change Clementine for Adventurine and it would sound just the same. Hey, I'm about to burn out the gearbox on this car. This car does not have double clutch.
WCKD Sayu says. Well, I played it for like 9 months and quit, game got boring.
Well, I've been playing Genshin now for 9 months and I am getting, you know, for the past 2 months I've been annoyed. I'm not liking the events, I'm not liking the story, everything's written for children now. You know, when I first started playing Genshin, okay, the Dragon and Venti story kind of was like childish. But I was like, okay, well, this is supposed to appeal to everybody, right? Then we get to Leeway, and the story was so much more complex. And I'm like, this is not for children anymore. Then we get to Inazuma.
WCKD Sayu says. So true.
Then we get to Inazuma, and they throw you a couple of curveballs, and some of the dialogue was actually a little bit spicy. So I'm like, this is definitely not for children. And I was really liking it. Then we get to Sumeru, and then I don't know what happened, but then the story became like something for a 5-year-old. It was even worse than the dragon story. This was literally for children.
You're leading by 3 seconds. Protect that gap.
And Fontaine was the same thing. I mean, Lenny, Frenette, the show on stage.
WCKD Sayu says. For toddlers.
Yeah, exactly. And ever since then, I'm also like doing the events. And none of it is making sense. Like, you know, the bedtime story with Lumine and Aether? Like, so far, the Dainslift stories have been very interesting and full of lore and chondria and all kinds of stuff. Then you're supposed to find somebody that's missing in a village. You meet up with Dainslift. Dainslift is forgetting everything. Then apparently it's Caribert that's behind the whole thing and manipulating everything. But Caribert died. If you did the story, you know, Caribert died on the edge of the cliff. He turned into goo. Puff of smoke and everything went black. So Caribert was supposed to be dead, but now somehow he's alive. So that didn't make sense. Dainslift's story didn't make sense, was boring. And then you meet Lumine or Aether in the dream world. But it's not true and you're gonna forget it when you wake up. I mean, it was like nothing plus nothing plus nothing equals nothing. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I'm like, okay, this game is just getting worse. And now we just had this event and we go to the origami world that looks like crap. Looks like Genshin like 15 years ago. Or Genshin on Roadblocks. It was really ugly decor. I did not like it. Like, you know, ever since Sumeru, I am not liking this game anymore. And for the past 2 months, all I do is log in, do my dailies, use up my resin. Now I'm starting to get, you know, in the past 2 months, I got Kazuha, I got Nouvelette, I got Farina. So I really got some good players for my team, which I was lacking. But why do I need a team when I got nothing to do in the game anymore? If that makes any sense.
WCKD Sayu says. That's why I quit it after Furina banner.
Well, I still want either Navia or Zhongli. Because I'm missing DPS on my team and I'm also missing a good shielder. Yes, I have Layla and she's really good. But my Nouvelette is not C1, so... So I'm still looking for a good team, but I'm getting pretty close to
WCKD
there.
Sayu says. Zhongli is my favorite character. Splastburnks Gaming says. Get another Nuvi when he reruns then.
Well, yes, because my Nouvelette does need a C1. But then you can lose the 50-50, and I am not even guaranteed a character anymore because I don't have enough primos. And I'm not going to log in every day. Welcome back, Blast. We missed you. But logging in every day just to get like 20 Primo Gems. Just for whenever Nouvelette's gonna rerun again, which is probably in 6 months because who cares about Cave? So, or Shinha, or whatever, you know. So many characters that people, I've been, you know, ever since I did the story in Leeway, I've been hoping for...
Splastburnks Gaming says. You can still build up.
You know, ever since I did Leeway, I was looking forward to getting Shinha in the banner. And, you know, 6 months ago, the rumors were around and we never got a rerun of her. And we're never going to get one. You know, especially when they came out with the outfit, I'm like, okay, for sure, she's gonna run on the next banner.
WCKD Saya says. Nuvalit's C1 is that he doesn't get knocked back while using beam or something, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Which is a must-have. That's why I need to use either Zhongli. That's why I want Zhongli. But I'm currently using
Shadow
Layla.
Soto says. Bye, I am going to go make a gaming video with my friend.
Oh, cool. Okay, give me a second here. I'll probably
Splashburnks
subscribe
Gaming
to your
says.
channel
We
if
got
you
her
want
early
to.
on. IG she's not popular or old.
Please leave a like on my stream and I'll go and subscribe to your channel. If you have a channel. Let's see here. Go to channel. Let's see what your channel has. 24 videos. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, you could definitely call me Gramps. But cool anyways. There we go. 8 subscribers, you're up to 9. We got her early on. I know she's not popular or old. Who are you talking about that's not popular or old? You're talking about Sheena? She's
Shadow
not
Soto
popular?
says. Thank you.
You're welcome. Whoa, no. Okay, I need to exit this because my car selection didn't go through. Yeah, Sheena, I don't know. I am so disappointed. Like, she's my favorite character. She's so blunt and honest. Like, she's just brutally honest that it put, you know, everybody's always like, did she really say that? She really says what she thinks. And I really admire that in the person. And she was like the only character that did that in this game. And I'm like, I like this character. I need to have this character. And then I really like pole fighters, and she has a pole. So I'm like, oh man, I need to get this character. And nope. And she's never going to get a rerun. Just like, remember they came out with the, what were they called? Those banners? The regional banners or the chronicle banners or whatever. They were supposed to go and do every region and everything. They did Mondstadt, and we've never heard about it ever since. There was rumors that they were going to come about again 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and they never came back. And even Hoyo never said anything about it. Everybody was, you know, the rumors were going while we are...
Splashburnks Gaming says. I think so yet.
Yeah, they were supposed to come out every 3 months. You know, have 4 banners a year. Then all the rumors were like, okay, well, next banner, either in phase 1 or phase 2, we're going to get the Chronicle banners. MiHoYo never said anything, neither confirmed or denied it. And then a banner comes and goes, and another banner comes and goes, and another banner comes and goes. And they haven't said anything yet, ever since. They could have said, yeah, it wasn't a success like we were hoping, therefore we are abandoning it, you know. Everybody's been telling them we need 3 banners. They're not giving it to us. Instead of giving us 3 banners, they gave us this Chronicle crap, and we've never heard from it ever since. Which is really insulting and whatnot. I don't know. It just seems like the company's doing one bad decision after another after another. It's like they don't care. They're concentrating on just making characters. That's all Genshin does, is build characters. They don't really have a writer's team anymore. They don't have a team to do quests. Man, day after day after day, I go in Inazuma to do my daily, and I have to meet the old guy and remove the mushrooms from his garden. Every single day, 7 days in a row. It's part of one of my 4 daily quests. They have nobody to write up more daily quests. They have nobody to write any stories.
WCK Desaya says, just for 20 primos.
Yeah. It's I'm like, no. I'm getting to a point where I can get another 50-50, so do I try to get Navia? Do I try to get Zhongli? But Zhongli was supposed to be on the first banner of Natlin, because usually he runs in 3.0 and 4.0. But in 5.0, apparently it's Farina again. Or somebody else, I forget. It's another... I think it's Venti. That's going to be on the first banner for Natlin. So we're not even sure if Zhongli's going to have a rerun now. There's too many characters, and some of the Archons might never get another rerun ever again. They're just concentrating on Honkai Star Rail, because that's their moneymaker for now. And, they're going to abandon Honkai Star, because they're going to concentrate on ZZZ. Then they got another game coming out, Animal Fun Park, or whatever it's called. Then they're going to abandon ZZZ and concentrate on that game. It's sad that, the company had such a good game, they could have made it so much better.
WCK says, oh god Venti, I think that was first featured banner in Genshin.
Well, Venti's gonna be the Archon that we're getting in the 5.0 banner. No news about Zhongli. And apparently in 5.1 or 5.2 we're getting Farina again. Like, they're just gonna rerun their best sellers. So expect a lot of Nouvelettes, a lot of Farinas.
Splastburnks Gaming says, Kazuha better.
Yeah, expect another Kazuha. It's gonna be those banners over and over and over again.
WCK says, is Venti even usable now?
Yeah, he is. He always has been. Venti is still great. I mean, they are the 3 best.
Splastburnks Gaming says, IG kinda.
We're gonna get an Arlecchino rerun. We're gonna get another Navia rerun.
Splastburnks Gaming says, but there's better ones depending in your team.
While Venti, Sucrose, and Kazuha are still the 3 main best Anemos. As much as you can like Jean is more support and healing than grouping. She doesn't really group, she doesn't really twirl the elements as much as Sucrose or Venti or Kazuha. It's just sad. I think they could have made the game so much better. You know, they could have given a better treasure compass. They could have given us
Blastburnks Gaming says. Kazoo #1 vacuum and blinding with his burst if the domain is bright too. Blastburnks Gaming says. Lose your direction.
Yes, that, and Nahida also does that to me. But even recently they tried nerfing Nouvelette because they're coming out with a new Hydro character. And they wanted that new character to be better than Nouvelette. So that people
WCKD Sayu says. I literally used Venti for like 5 months max of day since he first time released and never again cause there were many other comps that were better.
Well, Sucrose is really good and Kazuha is really good. But Venti is no slouch. I mean, compared to Lynette.
Blastburnks Gaming says. Yeah, the Chinese got pissed about that, so we got free 10 pull and reverted Nuvi.
Yeah, exactly. And it took them 2 hours. Imagine that. Nonetheless, you know, they don't communicate anything. They didn't say that, oh, we are fixing Nouvelette in the upcoming patch or nothing. No communication. They tried to nerf him without telling anybody, hoping nobody would realize it. Except that everybody uses Nouvelette. Him and Al Haytham are still 2 of the best DPSs in the game with Navia. So I'm guessing at some point they'll come out with another Geo character and try to nerf Navia. It's called power creeping and it's not good. Just to promote the next new thing to get money. They could have put in grappling hooks. They could have done mounts. It would have been fun riding on a dragon or a tiger or something, a horse in the game. Being able to fly on something and... You know, they could have added so many things to this game to make it more interesting, more fun, more enjoyable. Spawn the chest. Not need to respawn all the chests, but just respawn a couple here and there. Keep exploring if you had a better treasure compass. I mean, the maps are gorgeous. We just don't have anything to do in them anymore. You know, I'm switching my dailies from Mondstadt to Inazuma just to have something to do in those maps. But I am so fed up because it's the same dailies over and over again. And it's not the same dailies from one week to the next. It's like 7 days in a row, one of my 4 missions is always the same. Day after day after day after day. Pick up the mushrooms, pick up the mushrooms. You go to Fontaine, played hide and seek with the kids. I hate kids, but go and play with the kids. Hide and seek. I mean, I love Genshin. It's so sad to see the developers don't care.
WCKD Sayu says. Now that you mentioned mounts, there is a glitch in Weevil with Sabertooth Echo. You can't infinitely ride it.
Really? Okay. I did not know that, because I don't have a Sabertooth Echo. But that would be so cool that you can ride it indefinitely. But see, if it's a glitch, it's like riding the motorcycle. They made the game so that the mechanics will accept mounts. So at one point, once the map gets so big It would be cool to put in mounts. I mean, I remember when I used to play Age of Conan and we were riding everywhere on horses and tigers. It was so much fun. Like the tigers were faster than the horses, but they ran out of stamina faster than the horses, so it would balance itself out, but the tigers were so fast to run around. It was a lot of fun.
WCKD Sayu says, that Ghost Rider is cool but Sabretooth can literally fly when he runs.
Well, see, I used to ride motorcycles and I get to woo and I'm like, is this really the game where you want to ride on a motorcycle? Like, give me a horse, give me a pony, give me a bear. How cool would it be to be able to ride on a bear? There's already bears in the game. Or even the auto puppets. Wouldn't that be cool being able to walk around on an auto puppet? You know, just to have fun and chill and ride out on the maps and have something to do.
WCKD Sayu says, I wanna ride on that wolf.
Yeah, see, you have wolves too. You could ride the wolves. Like in Azure Promelia. That cutscene was so good. I mean, the maps are super nice. The decors are super fun. The characters are really well made. Just give us something to do in the game.
WCKD Sayu says, do you have GTR R35 in that game?
I have a GTR R35, but it's a 2016. It is an old game, but it still looks good and it plays good. And it just gives me something to do.
WCKD Sayu says, still a goat.
Well, I prefer the even older versions. I like the original one from, the Fast and the Furious. And I remember even playing Gran Turismo on PlayStation 1. And they had the old GTR. I don't know if it was a 32, a 33. Yeah, I mean, even those handled well in the game and were a lot of fun to drive. But yeah, ever since Fast and the Furious came out, I really liked that one. And I don't like the newer I don't like the modern look on those cars. See, it doesn't work for me. It looks like the Nissan...
WCKD Sayu says, yee that R32. WCK Desayu says, I wanted Skyline so bad.
That's because you're 23. Like, all I want is a pickup or a Jeep. I really would like if Suzuki still made the Samurais, the long wheelbase Samurais. I'm seeing all these electric conversion kits for cars, and I'm like, oh man, that would have been so much fun on the Suzuki Samurai. Make that electric. You know, make that the vehicle that you can just go to the market.
That's P1. Great job.
WCK Desayu says, now got you mentioned it, that would be cool AF.
Actually, when I bought my Toyota pickup, the Hilux 1982, I was actually looking for a Suzuki Samurai, didn't find one. Came across the Toyota. Okay, it's not like the Jeep Samurai or anything, but that was also a great vehicle, indestructible. Really, really a good 4x4. Everybody, you know, said, oh, it looks so nice, but why don't you get yourself something modern? Well, now I got something modern, and now the sensors are saying my tire pressure is not right, but it's just a sensor that I need changing. Now I need an O2 sensor. Now I need a new plug on a differential thing, and I need a new this and a new computer that. When it gets really hot outside, the center display LEDs just go haywire on the menu screen. It takes like 2 or 3 minutes for the display to straighten out, because all it does, it gives you a bunch of lines.
WCK Desayu says, YOOO for real, that is killing me.
You know, why do we have to make cars so complicated? You used to be able to get into a vehicle and drive from A to B. And if I need to put stuff in the car, I could put stuff in the car. And now nothing works no more, you know. You push a button on your info center, entertainment center, the trunk opens up. You know. You stop too fast, the airbags deploy. Now you try to change lanes and your sensor is telling you that there's a car there, but it's just a sensor that's dirty, there's no car there. I mean, I miss, you know, vehicles that actually...
WCK Desayu says, that oil change sensor is the nightmare for me, it's on red every 2 months FFS.
You know, everything's a sensor this and a sensor that, and it stops the car from running.
You race to the end. Great stuff. All a learning experience. On to the next one.
Well, I didn't finish on the podium, but the car handles okay. I'm not a fan of that car. You know, I just,
Shadow
it's a...
Soto says. Back.
Oh, welcome back, Shadow. I just wish they would make cars that work, Even if the sensor doesn't work, even if this doesn't work, even if that doesn't work. Have a bypass switch that you can still go to the supermarket and get your groceries. Pretty soon the cars will be driving by satellite, and if it's cloudy, you won't be able to use your car.
WCKD Sayu says. Like you don't even need to change oil that many times in a year, but it lights up every 2 months and you can't remove it, so it keeps hitting my nerves.
Not only that, but when it lights up on mine, it says that it's reducing my engine performance by half to save it, So I'm losing 50% of my power just because the sensor's bugged out. Like, it's got fresh oil. If I push on the gas, can I go forward? I mean, it's just gotten too crazy. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's a really sad state of affairs.
WCKD Sayu says. Also seatbelt that alarm I literally needed to buy fakers to put inside just for it not to ring, it was killing me.
Now talking about seat belts. I don't know, there's a thing in the seat belt, but it's gotten to the point where my seat belt unclicks itself now. Bloody sensor's malfunctioning and now my seat belt's is coming undone. How is that safe if I get into an accident that the sensor unlocks my bloody seat belt? That's dangerous. I love engineers for certain things, but this car industry, ever since the 90s, have literally gone downhill. Every vehicle since the 1990s, I'm not a fan of. I mean, I used to be young, and I used to love these Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Bugattis, Corvettes and Camaros, and the faster the better. And the first McLaren that came out that you had like 3 seats, but the seat was in the middle, the driver's seat was in the middle of the car. I was like, that was awesome. This is awesome. Then year after year after year, the cars don't work anymore. It used to be you bought a car, it was good for 10 years. Then in the 1980s, the cars, you bought them and they were good for 5 years. Ever since the 90s, you buy a car, it's good for a year, maybe 6 months if you're lucky. you got payments to do on it for 3 years or 5 years or whatever, but the vehicle's only good for 3 months. Oh, but you have a warranty. Yeah, well, it's always at the garage. You're always waiting for parts. Then when they fix it, it comes out and it runs actually worse than when you brought it in.
WCKD Sayu says, I don't know if you've seen like car that women designed for themselves. Honestly, I died of laughing.
No, I have not seen anything about that, but I do know that, I mean, Toyota have had women designers. One of the first Lexus was designed by a woman. The first Lexus Coupe was designed by a woman. So I've heard about women designers for a long time now, so. But yeah, back in my day, you know.
WCKD Sayu says, I have never seen car with so many sensors and places to put stuff.
Yeah, put shoes and a bag and makeup and a purse and another purse, and in case you want to change your clothes, you need a hangers to put your clothes on and the dresses and stuff on. And mirrors all over the place so that you could put your lipstick. Like big mirrors, not the little mirrors on the sun visor things. Like instead of an infotainment center screen popping up, it's a huge mirror so that you can do your makeup while driving. And probably like 5 or 6 phone holders while you're texting. You definitely need that Gordon Ramsay recipe while you're driving.
WCKD Sayu says, yes, that's literally it. Terumi says, hey Jeeps.
Wow! What's up with you, Terumi? How are you?
Terumi says, been busy all day lol. Terumi says, and good, how about you? WCKD Sayu says, it literally had places for underwear too.
Well, see, that's what I would have expected from women back in the 80s and 90s. But if that's the kind of stuff they're doing nowadays, I mean, it's ridiculous. Actually, today I was a nervous wreck because I went for a walk with my cats and Panther decided to go his own way and I didn't see where he went, and I kept calling him and I mean, it's not the first time that he kind of does his own thing, but he's usually back within an half an hour, an hour. Well, today he came back 6 hours later. I was not happy.
Good, solid effort, tough race, skills learned. You'll have them in the next one.
So now he's not happy because I put 2 bells on his collar. Man, another 4th place.
Terumi says, oh.
Yeah, I'd come in, stream for an hour, go back out, call him for 15, 20 minutes, walk around the fields, walk around on the neighbors'
Terumi says,
properties, and
hopefully he wasn't meeting another female cat.
nope, that's not his type, but he could have gone after another cat for chase him off. He could have chased a squirrel. He could have chased a bird. Or maybe he just found some shade somewhere and decided to sleep for 6 hours. Because he is like half blind. He's got cataracts in one eye. So he doesn't see all that well. Still a very good hunter though, but he is getting old. So yeah, usually he comes back like an half an hour to an hour later when he's untied himself or whatever. I mean, I had just finished filming him. If you watch today's short, I'll show it, where he comes and joins me on a daily walk. I turn around, I take care of Tiger for 2 minutes, turn around, and Panther's gone. I don't know where he is. He is not talking back to me when I'm calling him out. I go looking through the tall grass in the field, can't find him, can't see him, can't hear him, have no idea where he went. Like he was there one moment and he's not anywhere near there the next. Really upset. And as time goes on and I go out and I call him and he doesn't come back, I'm like, he's really gone far. So I start going to the neighbors and then the next neighbor. So every hour I'd go up and go out and go further and further, calling him out. Really not happy today about my cat. I was like, that's it. Never gonna see him again. I was getting myself mentally prepared because he is old. At some point in time, I just figured that, he's going to be in so much pain that he's just going to want to go somewhere and sleep it off, He's not there yet, though. I don't think. But a cat can't tell you in how much pain he is, so. So that was my day. And bloody artist coming in here and asking me if I'm an affiliate. I'm like, I gotta go out to talk to my thing. No, 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 answer me. Answer my question. I'm like, really? I just told you that I need to go out and look for my cat. I hate these artists.
Terumi says, man, artists are so annoying.
Well, that's why I annoy them as
says,
much.
I'm about to hop on Move to do dailies and go to work in an hour.
Ooh, you work on a Sunday? Well, the good thing is Woowa takes about 15-20 minutes to do your dailies. I mean, there's no event or nothing.
WCKD Sayu says, yeah, we do sadly.
Well, that's okay. I mean, I've had jobs that I had to work evenings and nights and whatnot. I had a job that, you're working the evening shift. So Friday evening, back when I was in my 20s, you get to the Friday and everybody hits the bars on Friday evening. But I got an evening shift. So, by the time I get home, it's 1 or 1:30 in the morning. It's too late to go and hang out with your friends. And people are like, yeah, well, you're only starting like Monday evening. Yeah, well, nobody goes out to the bars on a Sunday night. Everybody's working the next day. So I only had my Saturdays. And I'd call up a friend and he's like, no, gotta take the kids to the mother-in-laws and
Terumi
whatnot.
says, I think my internet is being weird.
Well, that's possible. The internet is known to do weird things. I blame the space witches and their hamsters, but who knows?
Terumi says, we should start sending the artists over to Blast.
Oh, Blast spent all evening here with me, and even she was here not too long ago. Her last message is from 10:40. So an half an hour ago was her last message. But she came on Discord, kept me company for an hour, talking about this, that, and everything. I had a really fun evening. It's always better when you have somebody to talk to on voice chat, on the voice channel. Makes it more interesting for everybody too, I think.
WCK Desayu says, don't mention it, I worked at bar that had 3 shifts, literally it was open 24/7 and sometimes you had to work 2 shifts cause some MFS just quit without prior notice. Terumi says, I sorta got into with a kid's mom.
Never mind the start, there's time to make up the positions.
Well, you're lucky if you have a bar that has 3 shifts, because here they're legally obliged to close. They're not allowed selling alcohol 24/7 here, so. And what do you mean you kind of sorta got into it with a kid's mom? What is that story about?
Terumi says, the kid's mom keeps blaming my sister for shit she didn't do, and this is all the time anymore.
Okay, I still don't understand what happened or why or what. So whose kid? Is that your sister's friend or something? Or is it like the neighbors?
Terumi says, so I told her that if she wants to keep running her mouth to come to my door.
I'll say, okay, so the kid's mom comes in your house often?
Terumi says, it's this kid around here. Terumi says, no, she doesn't come in. Terumi says, I told her to come over if she wants to keep running her mouth.
Okay, so it's somebody from the neighbors, one of the neighbors' kid is blaming your sister for stuff, and the mom comes over and gives her shit.
Terumi says, yep. WCK Desayu says, it was before like 5 years ago though, still it's a bad memory now, it's closed. I think owner is in prison cause he didn't even have papers. We worked on black, my paychecks were always late and lower each time.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those jobs too that are really, really crappy and not legal. And even yesterday I was talking about, you know, I used to work in a restaurant and a squirrel got in. I don't know if you heard that story yesterday, but a squirrel got into the restaurant and peed on the steaks. And the owner's wife was a cook. So the owner tells his wife, yeah, just use the steaks anyways. Serve them to the clients.
WCK Desayu says, bruh.
Yeah. So I called the food inspectors, the jurisdiction of food department. And he went to the restaurant, saw like there was like 200 things that were not legal. But since I work there, it's considered like my complaint is considered internal, so he can't do anything. So we have government employees paid with our tax monies, supposed to make sure that the food we eat at restaurants is good and not expired. This guy has squirrel piss all over the meat, serves it to the clients, and there's nothing that this government employee that we pay with our taxes can do.
There's the checkered flag. Decent race. Good job.
So I don't want to pay taxes anymore. Nobody does anything. You know, you get attacked by somebody on the street, you call the cops, they don't do nothing. They don't arrest the guy, they don't even talk to him, they don't call him up, they don't talk to your witnesses, they don't do nothing. But if you go 1 or 2 kilometers above the speed limit, you get a $300 speeding ticket, So we are paying them tax for our security, and all they do is just charge us more taxes to do nothing. It's gotten crazy. I am so fed up of everything.
WCK Desayu says, I worked at 3 restaurants and I just gave up on those jobs. Their most miserable job ever.
Well, actually, I like working in restaurants because I like cooking. I used to like cooking. So even in between 2 jobs, I really liked it. I'm a really good cook, and my clients always come and tell me, oh, this was great, this is perfect, this was just perfect, this was cooked perfectly, that tastes exactly like, that was the best burger, that was the best submarine, that was the best club sandwich, that was the best everything. The best Caesar salad, the best pizza. I like it when people tell me that was the best ever. And when the orders just start coming in one after the other during the rush hour.
WCKD Sayu says. Conk bar.
And then you go like, 3 hours of rush hour just goes by in a flash.
Terumi says. I'll be back later Jeeps.
Well, I'm about to end my
WCKD Sayu
stream
says.
here.
Accidentally sent that.
Yeah, no, I'm about to end my stream. It's been 3 hours and 3 minutes. So I'm about to get off here because I hate streaming and being all alone. Chew's about to go to work.
Terumi says. Oh okay, good night then Jeeps.
So Chew's about to go, you're leaving, so I'm not gonna stay here and talk to myself for an hour. Sorry, folks. I guess the squirrel story discouraged people and they're all leaving now. I'm not gonna talk about squirrel
WCKD
piss
Sayu
anymore.
says. CYA later bro, I have to go too.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for watching. Please leave a like on the videos. Check out my reviews and leave comments and likes on those as well. It really helps out the channel. Be safe, everybody. Have fun at work. Have fun at everything you do. Enjoy life. It's too short.
Shadow Soto says. Bye.
Be careful, Shadow. Take it easy, and hopefully I will see you soon.